let me get you guys up to speed on this truck. We were surfing on Marketplace for a 1961 Chevy Apache. We talked to the seller, went to go buy it, and long story short, it was not what we were looking for, so we had to turn around and walk away. It's just too much rust, too much Bondo. And on our way back, it was a 4-hour drive. On our way back, we stumbled across this and decided why not look at it, and we decided to buy it. It's a 1965 Chevy C20 service bed. Seller was super awesome, got us a bunch of extra parts. Original receipts, pink slips, owner manuals. It's for a 64, I believe this is a 65 though. Box of extra parts that came with it. Some more down there on the floor. Under the hood, it's kind of gross, but it's got the inline 6. Back there, it's got the 3-speed manual. It's pretty rough, but it was a lot better than the one we had looked at. So dry in there. Dry in there. I don't know if you can see that, but it does have some oil in it. The story behind it was they bought it brand new and used it as a contracting truck. And then in '85, they parked it and never drove it again. The guy I bought it from got it out of a deal. He helped the original owner move a bunch of trucks and got this truck in trade for it. So it really hasn't gone anywhere. The guy I bought it from put new rims and tires so that it would move. That's about it. Last time this thing's been on the road was '83. So couldn't say no to it, and now we're here with it. Last night, it was really dark, so we really couldn't do much, but we hooked the battery up to it just to see what electronics still work. We did get headlights on. We did get the taillights on, and a couple of lights on the dash turned on, so. Here's the block numbers, if any of y'all know what those mean. It looks like they painted over this tag, but it's still kind of readable. Not sure if I can get that paint off somehow without wrecking that tag. But everything for the motor is here. It just needs to be cleaned out. The guy said the motor was free, it wasn't locked up. They parked it running and driving. All the doors open. There is rust down here, but there's no holes underneath. So this might be a little bit savable. This bed also was painted to match, but oddly enough, it was painted with house paint, not auto body paint. So I mean, you can see here we kind of touched it. The original rims and tires on that was from a Ford. Don't know how they got a hand on that, but the guy I bought it from took those rims and tires off because they were so dry rotted and so far gone that they couldn't even move it, so he put new tires on it. I don't know how I feel about it, but I had better tires. But very obviously that the last person that was in here was a carpenter or a this handyman of some sort. I don't know when this was made, but pretty cool. Got a bunch of stuff in here. Pencils back there. All the handles are like homemade. They're not bad. I might clean them up, chop them a little bit here, and then put locks on them. Not sure yet. The service bed was originally red. They painted it to match. Bed's in a little rough shape, but it's solid. It's still there. Got nails, hole saws, bandsaw blades. Surprisingly, the wood isn't falling apart, so I think that this kind of holds water back pretty well. Here's some pictures of the state the truck was in when the seller that I bought it from found it in. And here's some pictures of how I found the truck after he just replaced the rims, tires, and cleaned it up a little bit for us to buy. I think it was a pretty sweet deal. We just got a lot of work to do. We think we're gonna put a bigger motor in here, probably a diesel. The clutch works like really nice, but the brake is not, has no pressure on it at all. And when I was looking at it in person, I had to mess with the yeah, see, it's stuck to the ground. We gotta do a carb clean or something on it to get it to spring back forward. I always thought these parking brakes were pretty cool. Looks like a big piece of metal, but that is the parking brake. Otherwise, it's a pretty clean truck. I think it just needs a little bit of love. The weather stripping's kind of starting to crack after a couple of years, but the windshield's still solid, so might just try to replace the weather stripping. But from what it looks like, everything from 1983, from when it was parked, is still here. So I'm gonna pull this carburetor off and then try to clean it and go get a kit for it, get new jets and whatnot. And then I'm probably gonna open up the valve cover. Maybe before we do that, we'll probably see if we have any spark. I don't know how we're gonna jump it because the key doesn't fit, but we're gonna figure out something. What may have been fuel in 1985 is no longer fuel in 2025, I guess. All right, I got the carburetor off, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad, but there's rat shit in there. I wouldn't trust it. So we decided that the motor was not too far gone, but there's too much to fix. Would be kind of counterproductive to fix everything, get it running, and then end up swapping it out. So we're just gonna pull it and see how that goes. Well, that's what the coolant looks like after probably 50 or so years of sitting and some fucking grunk. So yeah, this motor's gonna get taken out here. So we got the radiator out, getting the exhaust, and then we're gonna take these links off for the shifter, and then this motor should be ready to be pulled. So we're getting more stuff pulled off of this. I don't think I showed any bit of this, but we did pull apart the carburetor, and I think it's just gonna cost, well, that's what it looks like. It's not terrible, but it's definitely gonna cost some money, which I'm not really trying to spend that much money if I'm just gonna pull the motor out anyway. So we're gonna keep pulling it, and I would record us doing it, but it's kind of hard to do on an iPhone, so we're just gonna keep doing a little updates here and there on what's going on with this. Well, this is all the time I had for this weekend. Everything's ready for it to be pulled out. We just have to pull it. This next video, that's what we're gonna do. Let's pull the motor, transmission, start gutting it a little bit to get ready for what I want to do to it. If you have any ideas on what to do with the body, leave a comment, because I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. I do definitely want to preserve it and keep it. Might rough it up a little bit more though, who knows. But that's all the time I have for this video. Next video we're gonna pull it, and see you then.